Now, look, I've been here. I've been in this very situation. I remember when my boys were very young, and honestly, I was trying to live a lifestyle that we couldn't afford. And my wife and I very much had the traditional. She was the stay-at-home mom with the kids, and I was out slaying the dragons, Craig. And I found that we were spending. I say we because I was driving most of it. But we were spending more than we were making, and I was running up credit card debt, and I was robbing Peter to pay Paul, all those things. And it was really scary for me to go to my wife and say, listen, I've crunched the numbers and we're not in a good spot here. And I remember my wife said something about, I need to go to the grocery store. Do we have enough on our credit card to handle the groceries? And Craig, I panicked because I knew, man, that credit card was maxed out. And I said, you know what, to be honest with you, I don't know. And you know what? It was at that point I said to my wife, I said, look, I'm going to have to be honest with you. We cannot continue to live like this. But man, I'll tell you what, I can feel where David's at. And that was not an easy conversation to have. The thing I will say about it, David, is once you get past that and once you have that conversation, as long as you're willing to take that accountability, that's the key to the whole thing, is you got to be accountable for it. And then you got to sit down and make a plan. If you want to break that cycle of living in that secrecy and shame, you've got to break that cycle of spending. You got to break that cycle of getting yourself into that place in the first place.